Have you ever stopped for a moment and truly imagined how a single second of unplanned kindness can pierce through a long, dark shadow and turn it into an everlasting light that never fades? Our world often moves so fast. We get caught up in our daily routines, in the noisy clamor of conflicts, in endless ambitions. Yet amid all that noise, there are rare, fleeting moments, pure moments that happen entirely unscripted, touching the deepest parts of our shared humanity and reminding us why we are here. On that night, beneath the towering canopy of AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, amidst tens of thousands of glowing lights resembling a sea of stars, a quiet story was written. A story that was never listed on the official schedule, never scripted by stage producers, yet became the most precious chapter in a young life. On that magnificent stage, 7 men loved by millions across the globe stood giving their absolute all. But amidst the thunder of the music and the deafening cheers shaking the arena, the eyes of one man named Park Jimin locked onto a single spot near the front row. Not on the flashing strobe lights, not on the thousands of banners floating through the air, but on a tiny, fragile frame leaning against the cold metal barrier. Her name was Olivia, a little girl with eyes reflecting pure, innocent honesty and a smile that defied her profound exhaustion. If you looked at her for just a second, you might have thought she was simply another lucky young fan enjoying the night of her dreams. But beneath the simple dress and ribbon she wore, Olivia carried an extraordinarily heavy battle. A battle that had consumed countless tears, tested the utmost limits of human endurance, and stolen away her childhood. Olivia was a pediatric cancer warrior. That night, Jimin walked slowly toward the barricade. His steps were not just a change of position on a stage, but a movement of pure instinct drawn by deep, genuine compassion. He knelt down directly in front of Olivia. He brought his gaze straight down to eye level with her. In that brief, fleeting second that felt as though time itself had stopped, Jimin reached for an ARIRANG Bomb plush keychain and placed it gently into Olivia's small hands. But his tenderness did not stop there. Jimin wrapped his arms around her fragile frame, holding her in a protective, warm embrace, and with the pure devotion of an older brother, he left a gentle kiss on Olivia's cheek. A sweet, innocent cry broke out over the roaring stadium. "I got a kiss!" Olivia jumped up and down, clutching the gift from Jimin tightly to her chest, her cheeks flushing red with a joy too vast for her little heart to hold. The people around her burst into cheers, tears streaming down their faces as they witnessed the tender moment. That short, fan-captured video quickly swept across the internet. Millions smiled, and thousands wrote words praising Jimin's kindness. Yet at that moment, the world did not yet realize the silent agony this little girl had been fighting for so long, nor how truly priceless that brief embrace was for her fight to survive. To understand the profound meaning behind that kiss and embrace, we must step back into the dark shadows that had shrouded Olivia's life for over 365 days. For most children her age, the world is a vast, open playground. The world is about running across green grass, laughing with classmates, coloring in picture books, and falling fast asleep in a warm bedroom after a long day of play. For Olivia and other children battling cancer, their entire world had shrunk down to a cold, sterile room. Their world consisted of quiet hospital hallways, the sharp, overwhelming smell of antiseptics, and the incessant rhythmic beeping of heart monitors. For more than a year, not a single day passed without pain. Their soft skin was repeatedly pierced by needles, clear tubes were attached to their little bodies, and harsh chemotherapy drugs were pumped straight into their veins. Chemotherapy is an agonizing paradox. It is the only hope to destroy aggressive cells, yet at the exact same time it drains every ounce of strength from these young bodies, causes their soft hair to fall out, brings overwhelming nausea, and leaves behind a crushing fatigue that makes even standing up an impossible task. Because their immune systems are left completely vulnerable, these children are isolated from the outside world. They cannot go to the park, cannot gather with friends, cannot even enjoy the morning sunlight freely. They are trapped inside a medical fortress, watching the world move on outside while they lie in bed fighting for their very lives. In the midst of such isolation and endless suffering, what keeps a young child's spirit from fading away entirely? The answer is music and dreams. Through the small screen of a tablet in the corner of a hospital room, Olivia and her young companions discovered a brand new universe. A universe painted in shades of purple, filled with joyful melodies, vibrant dances, and comforting messages of love from BTS. Songs like Butter, Dynamite, and Permission to Dance were far more than simple entertainment. They were a spiritual refuge from the agonizing pain of chemotherapy. While chemical treatments burned through their bodies, they closed their eyes and listened to the comforting voices of Jimin, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, V, and Jungkook. That music became a shield, an invisible armor protecting these young souls from despair. They memorized every single lyric, traced the choreography with their fragile fingers, and dared to dream that one day they might walk out of those cold rooms and see their heroes in person. That seemingly impossible dream finally found a way forward through a non-profit organization named Heroes for Children. Heroes for Children is a Texas-based humanitarian organization. For years, it has stood as a beacon of hope for families blindsided by the devastating storm of pediatric cancer. They provide not only financial assistance to ease the crushing cost of medical care, but also design unique programs meant to give these brave children moments of pure joy. The leaders at Heroes for Children understand deeply that medical treatment alone cannot heal a child. Their spirits must be healed too. Their hearts must be refilled with happiness, so they have a reason to keep fighting against the illness trying to claim their lives. When the BTS concert was announced at AT&T Stadium, a small miracle unfolded. Through a partnership with Children's Health Plano, Heroes for Children secured a set of donated tickets. Those tickets were far more than simple passes to an event. They were a golden key freeing these children from the confines of hospital walls. Olivia and her friends were going to the show. Yet the journey to concert night was no easy feat for a child undergoing intensive cancer treatment. Leaving the hospital carries immense risk. Their bodies are fragile, their energy levels dangerously low, and their doctors had set strict boundaries. Total rest, with a mandatory bedtime long before 9 in the evening. Yet the sheer determination of these children proved far stronger than their physical pain. That night, Olivia put on her absolute best outfit. Though her body was exhausted, her eyes shone with a vibrant light unseen in years. Alongside her devoted mother and her young fellow cancer warriors, Olivia stepped inside the stadium. When the house lights dimmed and the sea of purple glowed to life, these little warriors forgot, if only for a night, that they were sick. They forgot the nausea, forgot the painful needle marks on their arms, forgot that their bodies were battling a silent disease. That night, in that space, they were no longer cancer patients. They were happy children, cherished members of the global ARMY family. And the 9 o'clock curfew came and went. Though physical exhaustion threatened to overwhelm them, these children refused to close their eyes. They stayed awake, singing along with their quiet voices, waving their small hands, waiting until the very last notes of the show faded away. Until finally, that beautiful moment at the barricade took place. The moment Jimin stepped forward, erasing the line between a global superstar and a child fighting for her life. A few days after the video went viral, as millions across social media were still talking about Jimin's kindness, Olivia's mother shared a deeply honest note, a letter capturing the overwhelming relief of a parent watching her child find joy once again. Her words were written with profound gratitude, touching the heart of anyone who read them. "Thank you so much, Jimin, that is my daughter. She loves you so much, and I love you too. Thank you, BTS, thank you so much for bringing her such beautiful and warm moments." She and the other children were so excited. They held onto your gifts tightly, pressing them against their chests, refusing to let them go. They even stayed awake until 3 in the morning before finally falling asleep with the sweetest smiles. My daughter and her little companions are all little angels fighting cancer. Over the past year, because of brutal chemotherapy, they didn't have the chance to go outside and play like other children. But this time, Heroes for Children and Children's Health Plano invited them to see you because they are truly your biggest fans. They know and can sing so many of your songs. Even though they were supposed to go to sleep at 9 in the evening according to doctor's orders, they fought off their fatigue and pain. They stayed awake, waiting for you with so much hope, hoping to sing Butter with you once, waiting until the very end. Take a moment to absorb those words. A mother who spent an entire year watching her daughter suffer in a hospital bed, who prayed every night in tears for her child's life to be spared, watched her daughter laugh freely that night. She saw a child usually weakened by chemotherapy suddenly find the strength to stay awake until 3 in the morning, driven solely by pure love for the music and heroes who inspire her. Jimin's embrace that night was never just a polite gesture from an artist to a fan. It was medicine for a wounded spirit. It gave Olivia a core memory, a luminous light that will keep her fighting every single time she has to step back into a terrifying treatment room. Yet the miracle of this story did not end at the edge of the stage or with Olivia's smile. This is where the phenomenon known as the Jimin Effect revealed its true power. A phenomenon proving that kindness offered with pure sincerity will always trigger an unimaginable chain reaction. When the story behind Olivia's attendance was shared by Heroes for Children, the global BTS ARMY community didn't just shed tears and move on. This community, known worldwide for its extraordinary unity and mobilization, organized a massive wave of support without a single official request. A global wave of love began to flow. Fans from Korea, the United States, Indonesia, Europe, to the furthest corners of South America flocked to the official website of Heroes for Children. They gave from their savings, their allowances, and their hard-earned income to donate in honor of Jimin and BTS. The impact was astonishing. Heroes for Children, an organization that usually works tirelessly to raise funds for young cancer patients, was suddenly hit with the largest surge of donations they had recorded in years. The husband of a representative from Heroes for Children, overwhelmed and awestruck by what was unfolding before his eyes, wrote a message reflecting their absolute wonder. Recently, at the concert in Dallas, there was a viral video of Jimin giving Olivia a keychain. Because of that kind moment, my wife's organization has been flooded with donations from fans across the world. So crazy. It happened overnight and was completely unplanned. Tickets given to the girls were donated to the organization and were just meant to be a cool experience for them. No one expected the interaction or love from the community. To put it in perspective, a country singer hosted an entire charity concert in the last year specifically to donate to Heroes for Children. Yet, the crowd there donated less than a fourth of what the BTS community has given in just a few days without anyone even asking them to. It has been super fun researching all of the different currency types that we rarely see. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Consider that comparison. A famous artist hosted a year-long charitable effort, yet it was surpassed by a spontaneous movement from a community moved by 5 seconds of Jimin embracing a child battling cancer. This is living proof that art and love transcend every language and border. When an icon leads with genuine empathy, millions will follow, becoming hands of compassion that heal the world. When we look deeper, what gives the Jimin Effect such extraordinary strength? Jimin, since the earliest days of his journey with BTS, has always been known for his profound emotional sensitivity. He is someone who never hesitates to show vulnerability, who constantly comforts his bandmates when they are weary, and who radiates warmth to everyone he meets. That sensitivity cannot be faked for a camera. It is a natural reflection of a heart attuned to the pain of others. When Jimin looked at Olivia at the barrier that night, he did not see a ticket metric. He did not see social media content. He saw a little girl who needed comfort. The look in his eyes, the way he wrapped his arms around her, and the gentleness of his kiss communicated a message beyond words. A message that said, "I see you. I know you are fighting. And you are not alone." For a child facing the fear of illness every single day, that silent message was a lifeline. And for the fans watching, Jimin's action was a call to purpose. It reminded them that loving an artist is not merely about streaming songs or winning awards. It is about adopting the values of compassion they demonstrate and turning them into real-world action. The hundreds of thousands of dollars flowing to Heroes for Children will alter the future for countless children. Those funds will pay for vital treatments, life-saving procedures, specialized equipment, and relief for parents crushed under medical debt. They will fund programs that bring smiles back to children facing their hardest battles. Every single currency type sent by fans across the globe stands as tangible proof that 5 seconds of pure kindness from Park Jimin helped save human lives. The story of Olivia and Jimin serves as a profound reminder for all of us living in a challenging world. We so often feel small and helpless. We think we lack the wealth, the influence, or the platform necessary to make a meaningful difference. Yet this story proves the exact opposite. The movement that brought aid to young cancer patients in Texas didn't begin in a corporate boardroom or a legislative assembly. It began with one quiet act of love, a warm embrace and a gentle kiss. Kindness possesses a remarkable quality. It never diminishes when shared. Instead, it multiplies exponentially. When you offer a smile to someone in pain or extend a hand to someone struggling, you plant a seed. You may never know how far that seed will grow, but rest assured, no act of genuine care is ever wasted. Jimin could not have predicted that his action would spark the largest donation drive in the history of Heroes for Children. He simply listened to his heart when he saw Olivia. Because his intent was pure, that small action grew into a global wave of compassion. For Olivia, her battle against cancer is not over yet. She will still walk down quiet hospital hallways. She will still face difficult treatments and long days of recovery. But from this moment forward, Olivia does not walk through that shadow alone. Whenever fear begins to creep in, she can hold tightly to her ARIRANG plush keychain. She can close her eyes and feel the warmth of that embrace once more. She will remember that in a crowded stadium before tens of thousands of people, a global artist knelt down, kissed her cheek, and showed her how deeply she matters. And beyond that, Olivia knows that millions of people across the globe, strangers she has never met, stand right beside her, sending love and making sure she has the resources to keep fighting. She is no longer just a patient in a hospital room. She is a symbol of hope, a young warrior who brought out the very best in humanity. Thank you to Park Jimin. Thank you for remaining a gentle soul in a hardened world. Thank you for showing us all that true greatness is not measured by how high someone stands on a stage, but by how low they are willing to kneel to comfort someone who is suffering. Thank you to Heroes for Children and every medical professional who tirelessly cares for these young lives. Your dedication is the true foundation of human compassion. Thank you to the global BTS ARMY community. You have shown once again the true meaning of global solidarity. You have proven that love for music can be transformed into a force that heals lives. And most of all, thank you to Olivia and to every young cancer warrior fighting today. You are the real heroes. Your smiles through the pain, your strength in isolation, and your courage to keep singing teach us the true meaning of life. Your resilience has moved millions of hearts, broken down walls of indifference, and united the world in one shared language, the language of love. Keep fighting, brave little warriors. The world sees your strength. The world prays for your healing. And the light kindled that night in Arlington will never leave you to walk in the dark alone. Purple you. Always and forever.